Today's topic is welcome any return as an unexpected blessing. And this is, again, our leadership topic coming from John Maxwell's Leadershift. And today I'm actually filming this a little bit later for one particular reason. That is because I went earlier today to the Pro Bono and Public Service Awards luncheon from the Chicago Bar Association and the Chicago Bar Foundation, and thought that dovetailed very well into the conversation that I wanted to have with y'all today. And the thing that Maxwell talks about in the book is that when you focus on adding value, really the goal is to just sow those seeds, to give. And when you and he goes on to say, well, I've given without expecting any return, and certainly the return has been incredible. He talks about all the things that he's been able to do, including become a world-class speaker, and he publishes a multitude of books and all sorts of things that he has been able to do. He trains people. He goes to conferences and speaks. He's just a world-class guy. But he says that all of that is sort of a benefit to what he's been able to do when he's added value to people, which I think is nice. But then sort of coordinate that with lawyers and doing pro bono work and sort of adding that together. So there's really two things that I want us to think about today. Number one is what we do in our day jobs actually matters quite a bit, and sort of not even thinking about doing pro bono work or bar association work or community work or anything outside. What we do in our actual jobs day to day, helping clients, is actually adding value tremendously. That's why we went to law school. We went to law school to help people, and we help people every day. Now, some people get a little, skeptical because, oftentimes if you're working in a law firm, people say, well, you're just moving money around. That's all you're really doing. And the point that one of the speakers made during the event today was, yeah, that may be true, but in a lot of countries, you're not able to do that. You're not able to have free market capitalism. You don't have the rule of law, and you don't have lawyers to actually make all of those systems work. And so when you're able to help a client, whether it's an individual client or a corporate client or whomever, to that person, that if it's an individual, to that person, if it's a corporation, it really matters to the person who's holding that job, or to the shareholders, or to the board of directors, or the plant manager, whoever, because remember that the corporations, even though it's in vogue to say to hate on corporations, all of those companies hire people. They give people paychecks, and without you as a person, or as their lawyer who represents them, it may be that they don't have that job. So just something to think about, that it's not just the extra stuff that we do that matters, but it's actually our day job that actually matters too. And we got to remember that we need to add value not only to other people outside of us, but also definitely add value to the clients we have in front of us. That should be our A number one game. Our B number two game, if you will, would be the pro bono and other public service, community oriented stuff that we do. Because it is, very important to remember, the lack of legal services for the poor, the legal justice gap that we hear so much about is absolutely true. People who really need your help. So again, when you're able to take on a pro bono case, you're able to help out a community organization or a nonprofit organization with some legal work, that is actually really meaningful to them. I talked, yesterday or a couple of days ago about, pro bono work that I did for this one organization. Even though it was sort of a small matter of, some tax stuff that I did for them, it really, I think, made a huge difference just in the way that they were able to classify some income that they had coming in, and therefore they were able to run their organization, a lot better and not sort of suffer tax consequences for receiving that income. So as a result, everyone is grateful. Not only the people that are, running the organization, but because it's a theater group, you have all of these, actors and tech and musicians and everyone else who, perform, right? Then you have the directors and the people behind the scenes, and then you have the audience members, all of these people that are, that sort of got the value of that. And, what did I receive from that? Well, I received basically, I mean, who knows down the line, right, what I might receive, but in the sort of immediate concern is, as an audience member, as someone whose family performs with this organization, it mattered a great deal, because now my family is able to still perform. I'm able to attend this as an audience member and get some entertainment out of it. So I think it really matters, in other words. And so what we have to remember is when we're adding value, you may not see on the surface, an immediate benefit to taking on a pro bono case or being involved in the community. But you really do derive there's an intangible benefit, either in something that you may receive because an organization can continue, or because a corporation continues to hire people and to employ people. But also there may be some other intangible benefits for taking a pro bono case. Like, for example, if you're a young attorney who doesn't really have a lot of litigation experience, it can be a great way to get litigation experience if you take on a pro bono case, for example. So we just have to remember that our first responsibility is to add value to the people we have in front of us who are our clients, and then add value to whoever you can. Add value to your clients, add value to the people you work with, add value to your partners and associates and paralegals and legal assistants and all those folks. And then add value to the community, to nonprofits, to individuals, to whoever needs help. And the benefits may not be immediate, but certainly you will derive some benefit, either intangible or otherwise, as you go along. So let's remember, as we sort of close this adding value conversation, to always add value, to add value daily, to your followers, to the people who need help. And the benefits will come, maybe not immediately, but one day, and maybe intangible. So that's all I have for you today. If you need to, I would love to hear your comments. I'm on social at AttorneyDSY, and please just reach out to me. I'd love to see your comments on all the social media platforms. If you need to refer a case or need an attorney, my number is 312-239-9722 or dscriven-young at peclaw.com. And remember, fight for the lifestyle that you want and become that rainmaker that you need to be.